Hello friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti. Everybody calls me Ciotti. Welcome to Monday Giveaways and Q&A. That was kind of sort of freestyling a Tinywhoop. Not really, but sort of. Who says you can't freestyle a Tinywhoop? You just gotta build one that flies properly like the Cinesplorer. The best of the Tinywhoop frames. 4 giveaways tonight. 3 of them for patrons, 1 of them for anybody. If you want to get in on the Patreon giveaways, all you gotta do is head over to CiottiFPV.com. And it's kind of explained there. The $5, $10, and $20 a month tiers are going to get you in on 1 of the 3 giveaways. And then if you... So I have them set up so that like if you only fly Tinywhoops, you can do $5 a month and get in on the Tinywhoop only giveaways. If you only fly 3-inch micro brushless and Tinywhoops... Did I just say Tinywhoops? I meant to say Tinywhoop. You can get onto a tier where you only win that stuff. If you only fly 5-inch rigs, there's a tier for that. If you fly all the above and you really like these live streams and want to see them continue, there's a $30 a month tier. It's $1 a day, and you're going to get entered to win 6 giveaways a month. I do them every other Monday, so you'll get entered into all 3. Those folks win a lot of stuff, and usually they'll win enough stuff to cover a couple months worth of the cost of the Patreon. So you do you. I would love to see you over on Patreon. Patreon is really the one spot where you get the most benefit from me. You get access to a Patreon-only YouTube playlist with like 90 some odd unreleased Patreon-only live streams, half-done edits, just like raw flights, and some sketchy stuff that I don't really want to be public. Whole bunch of other benefits. You get full access to the Discord channel, where there's a couple of text channels where you can get your videos played during the giveaways, during the live streams. You can rent out a box from me with every single stick end that exists so that you can actually try them and see if you like them, because, you know, a picture on the internet does absolutely nothing to to help you figure out whether or not you're going to like a stick end. And a bunch of other cool stuff, some Facebook groups, yeah. And the undying love of a gangly MFer. In the chat... Oh, chat's having trouble. Here it is. David Tavares was maybe first. Mr. Blue Sky was next. Glow Stick Spinning. Glenn Burnett. Terry Burnett. Any relation? Sleepy CBR. Bob Noxious. Remy Tim. Justin the Guy. Jason. Kevin Sumner. Christopher Long. Stavel FPV. Riot 9. Justin Lands. Frank Nicholas. B-Man. Ed K. We Bleed FPV. What's up, Zotek? Northern Tier. No. The man's YouTube name is No. Fair enough. Bitterroot, a.k.a. Fun Per Volt, Northern Tier, Aaron Muller. There's No again. Another Trucking FPV channel. Alec Dvornik, Brandon's Baked Beans, June Loco, 661, DDOT. Wanna Get Fly, Athix. Denzel the Terrible. Off-Axis FPV. Getting through the repeats here. I'm going to leave it there. If you want the gangly man to say your name, you got to come in early and say something to me. If you want to talk directly to me, all you got to do is type CiottiFPV. If you do that, it'll light up on orange like this, and I'll know that you're talking to me versus talking to everybody else. The folks in live chat here are incredible. Super talented, brilliant people. So if you ask a question, you forget to tag me, they're going to answer your question, and you can pretty much trust their answer. If for some reason you don't trust their answer, you can copy it and paste it and hit the button again, or tag me when you redo it, and then I'll take a look at it. Hit the wrong button here. There we go. Wow, that doesn't look much different at all. David Tavares tagged me and said, hey, building a 7-inch Source 1 with 2807 motors for long range. Is there a good way to tell the amps I need? Is 50 amps enough? Thanks always for the good content. See ya. 2807 is a hell of a big motor for long range. The fact that you're going to be flying at long range, though, 50 amps should absolutely be enough. If you're going to fly at long range and then hammer the throttle 5 miles away, not many people do that. You might want a bigger ESC than that. The 50 amps would probably still be enough, because that's 200 amps total. I mean, what I want to say is, like, what you can do is put it up in the air and then just put your amp readout in the OSD and hammer the throttle and see what it goes to. But by that point, you'll have already bought the ESC. But I think one of the main things that's going on here is that that's a really big motor for long range. Like, I'm doing a 7-inch, like, more freestyle-y rig, and I'm only doing a 2607. Is that what they are? No, they're not. They are, and I don't know if these will be too small. I have a feeling these might be too small. These are 2806 and a half. Oh, okay, so I guess you're not that big. 2807. Yeah, you're probably fine. I'm putting it on a 50 amp. So whenever the arms come in, they're Dead Cat glide arms. That's so Bob's not making the 7-inch Dead Cat glide arms anymore. But he sent me the files to have Ryan Harrell cut a set for me in 6mm thick carbon. So as soon as those come through, those are going to go onto the Cineglide over here, and it has a 50 amp ESC. So I'll let you know, but it sounds like you might be ahead of me. So yeah, depending on when you're looking to do that build, David, I might be able to tell you if 50 amps is enough, because I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave them at full. It's also going to depend pretty heavily on the KV. If you got like really low KV 2807s, you'll be totally fine. I am 1350 kV, and I'm of course going to run that on 6S. Two 1050 mAh 6S batteries tied together with one of these little fellas. I don't know how the hell I'm going to fit that battery on the Cineglide, but I'll figure it out. I'm hoping to do that with the two batteries. If I have to just get one big battery, I will. But I would love to run two 1050s because I have a whole bunch of 1050s. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to run them nose to tail, at which point I got to stack them on top of each other, which is not the end of the world. They are fairly small batteries, but yeah, I still have to figure that out. Mr. Blue Sky says, hey, CiottiFPV and the Gangly Gang. Glow Six Spinning says, hey, Gangly Gang, how was your weekend? Bob Noxious says, what's up, Gangly Gang and CiottiFPV. Remy Tim says, what's up, crew? Justin the Guy says, evening, gang. B-Man says, sup, fam. Ed K says, good evening, collective and CiottiFPV. What's up, fuckers? Aaron Miller says, evening. Alec Dvornik says, good to see you online tonight. Thank you, brother. I'll be honest, I damn near, if it weren't a giveaway stream, I would have canceled the stream. I'm in a little bit of a depressive episode at the moment, but it's a giveaway stream, and yeah, I like hanging out with you guys, so here I am. But if I'm a little bit off tonight, blame mental illness. Speaking of mental illness, CiottiFPV.com is my mental illness. Weird segue. CiottiFPV.com has a bunch of ways that you can support me. Here's the segue. If you scroll down to the bottom, there's a link to FPV Therapy. This is a Facebook group I created 1.5 years, 2 years ago. For those of us that struggle with mental illness, this is not a spot to put flight edits. If you put a flight edit up there, I will delete it. This is a spot to talk about anxiety, depression, PTSD, all the horrible things that some of us deal with every single day of our lives. So come on over. It's not a super active group, admittedly, but I mean, mental illness tends to not be something that like you brag about all day, every day. So the value of that group is in the existing content that's there. So hop in there and just start scrolling and reading. There's a lot of brave people that have opened up in there. And if nothing else, it will drive home the fact that even though mental illness tends to make you feel alone, you're actually not alone. There are plenty of us that are going through it with you, and that tends to really help, just knowing, because yeah, it really does an incredible job at making you feel like it's just you're the only one that has it, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. So head on over there. We'd love to see it. You don't have to share. You can seriously just join for the sake of joining and maybe read a little bit. And yeah, hopefully live a better life. Also, over on the website are a whole bunch of ways that you can support me. This is my full-time job, and I rely on you beautiful people to keep me going. This way, I'm not paid by some company who's they're gonna then send me products to review, and I'm gonna have to review the products all positively because I'm afraid that they're gonna stop paying me. When you guys are my major source of income, I can just be completely honest because that's exactly what you guys want. And me saying a product blows goats isn't going to piss anybody off. And, I guess unless you have that product, then you might be mad. But what do I know? I'm just a gangly guy on the internet. Patreon helps me out the most. And if you do the $5 or up tier, you can get into some giveaways. And eventually you'll win the giveaway, and that'll pay for a whole bunch of months of your Patreon. Over on Etsy, I have some really fun stickers and some random hardware you might need during your builds. Fiverr, you can work directly with me, one-on-one. Fiverr is a spot where I've distilled down 6+ years of knowledge, and you can just rapid fire questions at me, or we can kind of work through build planning, tuning, flight instruction. If you want to get better at stuff quicker, one of the best ways to do it is to spend time with someone who's put a ton of time in already. And that's exactly what I'm doing for you over on Patreon. For as little as like 30 or 40 bucks, you can spend a chunk of time with me, and we'll go over all kinds of stuff, and it'll like catapult you 6 months into the future. You know, a lot of us who got into this hobby early on struggled to do that because there was no one that had been in it for long enough to actually help. And now that there is, you can save yourself an awful lot of time and sometimes money. Like the build planning service, I'm going to tell you what ESCs not to buy. And when you buy an ESC that sucks and catches on fire, you just wasted $60 or $70 or $80 or $90 or $100 now nowadays. You could have sent that money to a gangly guy to keep doing this full time and not gone through the hassle of installing the damn thing. So look me up over on Fiverr or just message me, to be honest. Like Fiverr is a nice spot to kind of attract people, and I type everything out there. But their messenger kind of sucks. So if you just want to message me on Instagram or Facebook or email, we can set up a session and you can just PayPal me and away we go. So whatever if you want to go through Fiverr, that's fine. You're like sort of protected on there a little bit, but I'm not going anywhere. And somebody talking shit about me is bad for business. So I'm not gonna rip you off. Teespring for some shirts and other wonderful stuff. If you don't want to do a super chat, but you want to send me some support, PayPal button here for you. FPV Exchange is a great website by a great gentleman. And then I've got a whole bunch of affiliate links here. Whenever you're buying something online, just think about us content creators. And there's probably someone that has an affiliate link to the website that you're ordering off of. Personally, I've got We Bleed, Doobie Drone, FPV Cycle, Amazon.com. I don't know why I say .com after Amazon. Get FPV, Oh My God's website. Oh My God is what I should say .com after. Flywoo, Banggood, Camera Butter, and AliExpress. All you got to do is click these before you check out, or change your bookmarks to the affiliate link, or change your auto URL suggestion thing to the affiliate link, and away you go. And then there's a bunch of other random stuff down here that you might dig. Hey, also tonight. Hey, I stole that little thingy from Mighty Car Mods. Go, if you're at all into cars or just good YouTube channels, get yourself on over there. It's arguably the best YouTube channel on the whole of the internet. Oh boy, that's a little broken piece of TPU. This is a box from Brain 3D. If you didn't know, Brian from Brain 3D will do custom prints for you. It ain't cheap. Oh, fuck, it broke. Damn it. It broke during shipping. Fuck. Oh, man. This is a $58 print. Fuck. This is a whole roll of, filament. And, it got slammed it must have gotten slammed really hard during shipping. Shit. This is a mount for my shifter on my sim rig. Damn, that couldn't have broken in a worse spot either. It might still work because there's still 5 points of, I don't know what the word is, but shit, man, that must have gotten hit hard to break. This is like, he printed this with like 0 infill, although it looks like it has a tiny little bit of infill, but good lord, that must have gotten slammed really good to blow up like that. That sucks. I'll shoot him a message, and actually I won't even shoot him a message. I'll just try to use it, and if it doesn't work, I'll let him know. But if it works, fine. There's no reason to even inconvenience Brian. It's very cool that he does it. That he was willing to do this for me. He also he altered the print file a little bit. There was an angle here, so I had him print me one of these already, and like an idiot, I went to rotate it on the mount, and I grabbed it on the outside, and it cracked. And it cracked along like a line that kind of lined up with this triangulation back here. And so he took is a Thingiverse file, so he took it The triangulation used to go like just up like that, and then he stretched it out a little bit, which is really cool. But yeah, he can do custom stuff for you, and I mean his quality is ridiculous. I mean, like, it's just so incredibly clean. It's really something else. The quality of Brain 3D's prints are mind blowing. So yeah, if you need something crazy printed, Brian can definitely do it. And he can even like do custom modeling. Like, that's kind of what he did on this. So hopefully that one little broken part will not matter. I don't think it will, now that I really kind of rack my brain, because the problem that I have with the mount is not it rotating on the pole that it's connected to. The problem that I had is that the middle part of it just kind of cracked. So this should be totally fine. We'll see though. I'll let you know. And he always sends Smarties. What's not to love about that? Unfortunately, I hate Smarties. I think Azalea loves Smarties though. And a new Brain 3D sticker. That's pretty slick. Keeping that one. I'm gonna give away these little battery covers though. Ray from Portland, Oregon. Ray, I forget your YouTube name. God damn it. Hold on, let me actually get caught up on chat real quick. Alec Dvornik says, good to see you. We got that. Denzel the Terrible says, let's get this gangly party started. He called you guys ruffians. YouTube just did the thing. Kevin Sumner says, freestyle Tinywhoop. I'm not going to say that. Nope, I'm not going to say the end of that. I don't like it. Glenn Burnett says, no relation. Kevin Sumner dropping the CiottiFPV.com link. Stavel FPV, thank you again for your $10 super chat. He says, trying to repurpose a dinosaur of a quad. It was a 3DR frame with Pixhawk PX4 and Q-Brain 4x25 with 13-inch props. Jesus. RC timer 4215, 650 kV. Thoughts on a new flight controller and possibly ESC? I have no clue, Stavel. Back like that long ago, I was only flying micros. I don't know what any of that stuff is. I don't know what that frame is. I don't know what the Pixhawk PX4 is. I don't know what the Q-Brain is. I've never even seen 13-inch props. I don't know what RC timer 4215. I guess that's a motor. Jesus, is that a motor? 42 millimeters wide, 15 millimeters tall. Jesus. It's very tempting to repurpose really old stuff like that, but man, it's not gonna fly good. And God only knows. I mean, so those motors, the weakest link is probably gonna be those motors. Yeah, I have no clue, man. I have absolutely no clue. How big of an ESC that you would need. Flight controller is a flight controller, so I mean, you could just kind of close your eyes and point to a flight controller, and it's going to be decent. But yeah, absolutely no clue on how big of an ESC you would need for a 4215 motor. That's crazy. I would maybe go into like the Cinelifter groups and see if maybe, but see, I don't think they're gonna have experience with stuff that's that old. So I don't know, maybe just snag like a 50 or a 60 amp ESC and just go for it. But the problem with that is that's gonna be a $100 ESC. You're gonna spend another 50 bucks on a flight controller, and then it's gonna be a rig that doesn't crash well, probably doesn't fly well. The old frames, they didn't handle resonance all that well, so tuning's gonna be kind of a nightmare. Like with old cars, there's like a charm to them, and you don't expect them to drive good, but they make the right noises and they look really cool. Old quads don't make any different noises, and they don't really look all that cool. They're just kind of old. So I have a hard time recommending that you take old gear. And so with what you do typically when you get rid of a car is you part it out, and this might be a case where you want to part that rig out, because somebody will probably snag those individual pieces that has their own dinosaur quad that they want to get back up in the air, and then they can deal with the bullshit, and you can use the money to buy new stuff that actually flies good. Just food for thought. Sorry I can't help more. But yeah, I think it might be time to let that one go. Or just throw it up on the wall. But yeah, I mean, the old frames are just kind of a nightmare. What you should do is you should look for like old cheap stuff. Old cheap flight controller, old cheap ESC. Because it's an old quad anyway, you might as well put old stuff in it. It's gonna fly like ass regardless, so don't put brand new fancy shiny flight controller and ESC into it, because it's not going to do any good. You're going to spend a bunch of money and it's still going to fly like a bag of smashed bums. Wait, thanks again for the $10, brother. Very kind of you. Rob Oxison says, Hola Collective. Danzilla says, damn it, my computer died. I missed the mailbag intro. Metal Dirtson says the Oregon patches. I thought it was you, Metal. You wrote Ray on here, didn't you? I know you as John. You didn't write John on here. I know you as John Ray. I'm looking at it like Ray. Who the is that? Metal? John Ray. Do you go by Ray? I guess I just in Patreon you're John Ray. So in my brain you're John. CMYK says, you dude, what's up? Yo dude, what's up, gangly gang? Rob Oxison says, old cars are badass. They are. 90s Japanese cars for life. Arizona FPV says, what do you think about the Hyperlight Free Range? I don't know what that is. I stay away from Hyperlight frames, though, because of, like, the little bit of weirdness between Bob and Pyrodrone. Like, yeah, it's kind of a long story, but basically Bob did the designs for those, and then when him and Pyrodrone kind of broke up, Bob was like, yo, these are my designs, and Pyrodrone was like, no, you designed it when you were working with me. And I can kind of see both sides of it. This is much less Bob's design, though. My big problem with this rig is this aluminum rear section. We don't use aluminum on quad frames. It's not the right material. Carbon fiber is. This whole use aluminum thing is like, that's an attempt to make something that's different, to kind of lure you into buying it. But every single frame uses carbon fiber everywhere for good reason. So if you want something different, cool. If you want something that's good, this would be better with carbon fiber in this rear section, like every single other frame. Also, I hate this centralized standoff here. It makes mounting your ESC a pain in the ass a lot of times, and it also, it's not jacked into the arms that are nice and thick. It's jacked into the base plate, which is really thin. So if you put a GoPro or any other action cam on this and you take a whole bunch of hits to the GoPro, which is going to happen every single time you crash inverted because that sits up the highest, it's going to put all this energy into this front part of the frame, and it's going to try to punch this center standoff right through this thin-ass base plate. The right way to do it is to have the regular setup with standoffs, but you put them here so that they jack into the 5mm thick arms. So there's no way that they'll break through the arms. So yeah, those are my kind of thoughts on this frame. But the frame between those two things, I'm not into it. Also, these devil horns on the arms, on the ends of the arms, are not quite big enough. The glide frame, the devil horns are going to protect the motor much better. I mean, this is a competitor to the glide frame, and that's rough because the glide frame is the best frame I've ever seen or flown. So yeah, it's got really stiff competition. It's probably a half decent frame, but not as good as the glide, and the same, if not a little bit more expensive than the glide. So yeah, just if you could find one in stock, get a glide. Unfortunately, it's a little bit hard to find them in stock. Package from Metal Dirtskin. Thank you so much, brother. This is super kind of you. Denzel the Terrible says that he's the Eggman. Denzel the Terrible also says, do you use the stock little TPU FPV cam mounts on your glide? Is there something better? I mean, on Thingiverse, there's a whole bunch of them. Athix says it looks like hyper crap 7-inch. Robbox says bandwidth is being taken up by all the UGA fans. My connection sucks. I have 0 dropped frames, so it's not me. Denzel, yeah, the ones that the Glide comes with are totally fine. I use slightly different ones, but yeah, I mean, they're all pretty similar. I don't have much of a problem with them. If you're having issues with them sliding on the standoffs, just take a little bit of E6000 and just like pull the TPU all the way up in the standoff, squirt some TPU around the middle of the standoff, and then pull the TPU down into the E6000. Get the camera exactly where you want it and let it dry overnight, and the TPU will no longer move. The most amazing thing in this great big box is the tiniest thing in this great big box. Metal, thank you so much. Chat and everybody that likes to watch me fly Tinywhoops, go give Metal Dirtskin a handy, because he sent a ultra rare old school. Oh, look! I got this shit going. Ready? So I got this. So this is the old school Runcam Nano 3, and now look, I got this here too. Yo! Let's see if it'll focus. There it is. There's the OG one. Come on, you little shitter. You were so good at focusing the other day. There it goes. There it goes. There it is. Look at that. That's the OG Runcam Nano 3. I'm now going to be able to get the good camera on both the Tinywhoop Ultimate Freestyle, the Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop with the Weebleed FPV motors and the Tinywhoop motors. So that's very cool. You know what I didn't realize though? Look at that. It's got the female end of the plug. That's new to me. I didn't realize that these had that. So I'm gonna have to replug it, which is super simple. I'll just pull the liquid electric tape off and solder on a new little connector. Dude, thank you so much. Hey, if anybody else has one of these OG Runcam Nano 3s with the completely round lens on it, I will pay you way more than it's worth for it. I would love to have a third one of these just as a backup. There are 2 different Runcam Nano 3s. This is the ultra rare one. The current one that most people have looks like this. See the little slots around the outside of the lens? See how the lens is not perfectly round around the outside? This is the normal one that there's a million of that you can just buy. And then this is the ultra rare one that this is a better lens, and it just looks better. And you know, I'd be live streaming flying these Tinywhoops, so it's really cool for me to be able to live stream slightly better video, because man, analog looks like ass. So that's my excuse. If you're using it, or if you're going to use it in the future, don't send it to me. But if you're never going to use it, like Metal said, like I'm never gonna do anything with this. I was like, yo, please, gimme. And it worked. But yeah, if anybody else has one that they're not gonna use because you've moved on from analog, I will absolutely buy it from you. Metal sent a whole bunch of other really cool stuff as well, and a bunch of stuff that's gonna land in giveaways. So again, give him a big high five and a pat on the back. This is a, I want to say 2.5 inch BQE. It's BQE's like ultra tough toothpick. All of a sudden I can't think of what the hell it's called. Somebody in chat will type what this is called. Yeah, so this is gonna end up in the $10 a month giveaways in the future. And then, look at what a great little container for an antenna. And what antenna do we have in here? These are a couple of MMCX Rush Cherry antennas, the little short guys. These are going to end up in giveaways as well. God, I love this little container. I just love it. I don't have any VTXs with MMCX. That's not true. I do too have VTXs with MMCX. There's a chance I'll keep these, just so I can keep the container. I'll use them if I keep them. Bunch of 18650 batteries, which is pretty cool because I don't have any. I don't have any 18650 batteries. I don't think I have anything that uses... I just got something that uses 18650 batteries. Oh yeah, speaking of mailbags... The one and only McConnell Studios. So I was talking on the 12-hour stream about my experience in Cabo and how I got to run a gimbal, a Ronin 4D super fancy gimbal. And McConnell Studios was like, "Yo, I have one of these that's been sitting on my shelf for like 3 years. Do you want it? I just want somebody to use it." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, man. I have an extra DSLR." And this uses 18650 batteries, so like crazy timing. I've now got a couple extra 18650s. I haven't had a chance to do anything with this quite yet. Both of my DSLRs. This is one. They're very old and kind of cheap and kind of shitty, to be totally honest. The max that they'll do is 1080-30, and so. I don't know. I'm at some point gonna look into swapping out the other one for a little bit of a newer DSLR, hopefully Canon, so I can use the same lenses that will at least do 1080-60. I mean, I would love to find something that'll do 4K 60, but now we're talking about spending money, and that's probably not going to happen. So, yeah, I would really like to have something that would at least do 1080-60, because gimbals plus 60 frames a second is just absolute magic. So, yeah, we'll see. These things are notoriously a little bit difficult to get. The reason I'm thinking about doing that is these things are notoriously difficult to get balanced and set up and everything. And if you change from one camera to the other, the weight of the camera changes and you have to completely reset the thing up. So yeah, I'm going to look at doing that before I start cranking on this, although it's probably not too bad. But yeah, this is a really nice OG gimbal. It's got a little tripod down the bottom for setting it down, but then it's actually the handle. And your up, down, left, right control is on a little thumbstick here. You can see by my eyeballs. So you run it like this. And then, yeah, you've got... this is a pretty fancy one. They've got... never mind. Let's not dive into camera nerd stuff. Oh, shit. McConnell Studios sent some really cool other stuff as well. He sent me a bunch of extra Cinesplore ducts, which are gonna find their way into some giveaways, and then a couple of naked Vistas with polar cams. I think those are polars, and a roll of this cloth tape. I've been meaning to get this cloth tape, but I constantly forget to buy it. So now I have some of the cloth tape to screw around with. So yeah, huge shout out to McConnell Studios, another mega supporter of the channel and all the things that I'm doing up in here. There's some more goodies in here. Damn, man, I can't believe that thing broke. It's so chunky. Little bit of Mobula 7 V3 frame action. That's going to find its way into a giveaway for sure. Little bit of T-Motor 1507 2700 kV. It says no shaft. I guess that means it's one of the T-mount ones. I hope it has a motor shaft below the bell. Otherwise, that bell's going to part ways. So we've got, yeah, 2700. Oh, and these are the V2 ones. That's good. So we've got 3 of those. Is there a 4th one? There's a 4th one. Awesome. So there we go. A full set of those. Dude, thank you, man. Very, very cool. And then, nice. I'd mentioned a while ago that I didn't have any prop bags left. And a couple of you guys were like, yo, I have 1 million. I had 1 million at one point, but then I took a whole bunch of the my GemFan sponsor props that I just realized, like, I just haven't been flying 5-inch very much, and so I just had like boxes and boxes of sponsor props. So I started bagging a bunch of these sponsor props, and I somehow ran through all of my 5-inch prop bags. This is amazing. This will last me a while. I had like exactly the right amount, so I don't think I need any more than these. It's just, I use these everywhere, man. I use these all over the house. Like, all my drawers are organized with these prop bags. They're just like, yeah. Reduce, reuse, recycle, my friends. We're stuck on this giant spaceship hurtling through the heavens. We might as well take care of it so that our kids have somewhere to live. And last but not least, a really interesting set of motors here. These are the Axis 2203 2910 kV. So 2203 is a really interesting size to me because 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So this is a 7-to-1 ratio motor of height to width, and that's probably a bit too drastic, but it's super interesting. And 2910 kV is a little low, but yeah, this would be a Tinywhoop motor that you could strap a humongous battery to, like a 6S 1500. And it's gonna run super cool because it's so wide, and you might be able to do you might be able to get like 15-minute run times with the damn thing. So I am really curious about these motors. I'm probably going to throw these motors onto a Tinywhoop and just kind of see, just see what a 7-to-1 height to width ratio motor flies like, and what kind of runtime you can get with a big old battery on it. It would be a weird flight experience, right? Because it would be an extremely heavy Tinywhoop. So it's not gonna be super accurate, but it's gonna have a really long runtime. It's gonna give you like this Avata flight experience. Oh boy, these are smooth. Jesus. There is like no notchiness to these motors. That's really impressive. So yeah, and it is an M5 shaft, so that's a good thing. Yeah, super, super, super interesting motor. I'm more than likely going to try these. I probably won't stay with these. I'll probably try them, maybe do a little review on them, and then get them into a giveaway. It's a Tinywhoop motor, so it's kind of the perfect giveaway motor. When I'm flying it, I won't be crashing it. So, you know, when one of you gets it in the giveaway, it'll be as good as new. So yeah, very, very cool. I'm excited to see what a motor that's this wide in relation to the height is going to fly like and feel like. And I mean, it's just going to stay incredibly cold all the time, so it'll be like the most consistent motor. Every time you get on the throttle, it'll give you the exact same amount of power because it'll be so cool from having such a wide but not very tall stator. So yeah, super interesting set of motors. I'm putting these in the for me section over here. What rig should I put these? Maybe I'll put these. I don't know which Cinesplore. I'm going to be building another Cinesplore at some point here. Maybe I'll put them on there. I was going to build another Cinesplore with the 2104 3500s that Bob made for me. But maybe I'll throw those on that new Cinesplore instead. Very cool, Metadoskin. Thank you, brother. This is an amazing little care package that will benefit the gangliest of gangs in many a giveaway and review. Who can guess what this is? Leonard Ertzen says, can you even get 16 by 16s on a Cinesplorer? Maybe a 3.5-inch frame. Are those 16 by 16? Shit. Grep Boy is in the house. What's up, Iric? $20 super chat. He says, what does this button do? Thank you so much, brother. You know what's funny? I noticed the other day, I just read your email before the stream to the Grep Boy, Joshua, David, and I work on the Ultimate Shopping List every Wednesday. And the greppiest of boys just sent an email saying, things are broken. It was a lot of computer gibberish that I don't understand. But there was a dope new logo of his at the bottom, at the end. But it's funny, I tried to go to Ultimate Shopping List for the first time. I'm looking for this Lumineer parallel board. So I went there to use it for the first time the other day and it was down. And I was like, really? The one time I go to use this, the first time I go to use it and it's down? But then like 12 hours later, that email came through. I'm not going to open this up unless somebody guesses what it is. You should be able to figure it out. It's from Newbie Drone. Let me get caught up on chat before... to give you guys a chance. Denzel the Terrible says, nice gimbal. Metal Dirtson says a 3-inch pickpocket. Pickpocket is the word. I thought 3.5-inch props might fit, but they won't. Well, that's good to know. Kevin Sumner says pickpocket or pixel? Pickpocket. Rob Oxton says, holy crap, is that an old school good lens, Runcam old school good lens camera? It is indeed. Paul McDonald says, loving the new angle. I know, right? And it's not... Like, I just have it sitting here. It's actually like a handheld. I have it set up handheld. See it in the bottom right corner? So I can just, like, take it and give you guys, like, crazy close-ups with it. Yeah! Cool, right? I just had to set up the Stream Deck thing to have these two cameras flip back and forth. But see, now this camera is looking like shit again. Maybe. I don't know. I do have the Logitech G Hub app running. Hold on, let me quit out of it and I'll relaunch it. Wait, can somebody tell me what the deal... Like, I've heard about this weirdness with if you hook two webcams up via USB, bad things happen. Can somebody explain that to me? But you gotta explain it like you're talking to an 8-year-old, because that's basically the amount of computer knowledge that I have. What's the deal with that? Because, like, if I unplug this little camera, then this one gets better. But sometimes this one will get better. Like, previously, when I would launch this Logitech G Hub software, this one would just all of a sudden look better. But now, all of a sudden, it's not. I don't get it. I don't understand. Did that make it look better or worse? How about that? Did that make it look better or worse? That made it look worse, didn't it? Hold on, let me quit out of G Hub and relaunch G Hub. That made it look worse. So it was already looking better. What I've noticed is that when I launch... There it is. Yeah, okay, so it was looking good. When I launch G Hub, for some reason, it starts looking better. So I just have to launch G Hub every single time that... When I quit out of OBS, it gets all angry, and then, so, yeah. Moving on! Arizona FPV says, will a Rush Tank Solo fit in the Glide? I want to use VTX that can do at least 1 watt. I believe so. Join the FPV Cycle Facebook group and just search for Rush Tank Solo. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone do it before. Denzel the Turbo says, if you change zoom, it changes balance, too. Oh, right, the lens. Oh, yeah, no, right. If it's a, even if it's an internal, if it's an internally, so the Canon's nicer glass, the gray ones that you guys have seen, they have an internal zooming mechanism where the lens does not change length, it just moves the element inside the lens to zoom from 70 to 200. But that piece of glass on the inside moving, that would change it. I have all their shittier lenses, and the zoom lenses physically lengthen or shorten. And that'll definitely change the way that the gimbal works, the balance of the gimbal, I should say. But yeah, I guess the even the nicer what is it, L glass? I think it's L glass, Canon L glass. Man, it's been a long time since I've thought about L glass. D Dot says check Team Black Sheep for the Nano 3. They have them in stock. Everybody has the Nano 3 in stock, but everybody has the newer version. This older version is very, very, very rare. They only made a couple runs of them before they ran out of those old school lenses and had to go with the newer, cheaper lenses. The pictures on most websites of the Runcam Nano 3 are of this one, because when they first got the Runcam Nano 3, this is what it was, and they took pictures of it and they put that up on their website. When Runcam changed the lenses, they didn't change the name of the camera, they didn't change the SKU, they didn't change anything. They just started shipping cameras with shittier lenses. So none of the resellers retook their pictures. So most websites have a picture that represents this camera, but when you order it, you get the new school one, because this hasn't been produced in, like, Christ, it's been like over 2 years. So yeah, any stores, the only possibility of buying one of these brand new is if there's a store that got that initial run and hasn't sold a single one yet, and they still have that initial run sitting on their shelves. So if you have like an old school hobby shop around that has FPV cameras, there's a chance you can find these and then sell it to me for way more than you pay, or just hoard them. Rob Axelson says, my internet is sucking ass, gotta check out. Sorry, brother. Paul McDonald says, you're putting a little production kit together, bro. You need to start training the kiddos so you have some camera folks. That would be pretty fun. Stavel FPV says, are you giving away a wood-burning fireplace? I have to buy it first. Denzel the Terrible says, hockey tape. Pretty much, yeah, it's basically hockey tape. Glowstick Spinning says, what's a good temperature for soldering toothpicks? I'm having problems soldering motors on Tiny Hawk Freestyle 2. I like 700 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little hot. You can probably, if you want to be a little safer, I would do like maybe 650. If you do 700, you just have to be quick. So yeah, I mean, it kind of depends. It depends on where you are. If you find that it's not hot enough, crank it up. If you're having issues with the soldering iron not being hot enough, just crank it up and just understand that the higher you put the temperature, the quicker that you want to be on the pads. Metadurtskin says, I believe those 2203s would be great for a Tinywhoop, but they wouldn't go on the frame I had for them, 16 by 16 mount. I don't think they're going to go on the Cinesplorer frame. I think the Cinesplorer frame is 12 by 12 only. Rob Oxton says, apparently it's my computer. Well, that's good. Thanks again for the super chat. Grep boy. Kevin Sumner says, that's the Acrobee. Kevin Sumner got it. This is the V4 Acrobee. We're going to look at it. We're not going to fly it tonight, though. We're going to fly it on Whoop Wednesday. Come back Wednesday at 8 o'clock Eastern, and we'll beat the shit out of this thing. Aaron FPV says, possibly contention on the USB hub. Sometimes a different port might work. So I have the one... I have the little camera hooked up to the Apple monitor, which is then USB-C'd directly into the computer. And then I have the other one hooked up to a completely separate USB hub that is also USB-C'd directly to the Mac Mini. So yeah, I have them like as far apart or whatever as possible, because that's kind of what I thought. I was like, well, I don't want to have both of these things plugged into the same hub because they're sending a shitload of data. So yeah, I've kind of separated them a bunch. I get the feeling that the problem is with Logitech G Hub. Everybody bitches about Logitech software. And the fact that when I launched Logitech G Hub, this one camera cleans up magically, I feel like that's a part of the problem. I don't love having to leave G Hub running like this, but I mean, the computer is not completely maxed out. It's at like 80%, like it's working hard, but yeah, it seems to be okay. Hopefully. I don't know. Have the streams been more jittery since I've had these two cameras set up over the last like week and a half? Anybody notice? Lead fingers with the up arrows, I think calling out Aaron FPV's No. Lead fingers say your USB bus is full. Like literally, think of it as a city bus, and there are too many people trying to get on data, so some get left behind. USB bus, as in like on the computer, like the computers. So what's the? Should I make? How is that? Wait, no, the computer. The computer's not hooked up via USB. The computer is hooked up via display. No. The computer is hooked up via Firebolt, Thunderbolt. And then the USB hub is on a big fat USB cable. So in theory, that would help, maybe? But I mean, I don't know. I still feel like G-Hub is the problem, but if I just leave G-Hub running, it's whatever. Miguel T with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, homie. He says, is 2.5 toothpick setup difficult to tune? No easier to tune than anything else. Trying to not show my address. Not that it really matters. You guys only send me cool stuff. I've built from 65 millimeters whoop to 7-inch for some reason. I've never built a good 2.5. Tried 1105, 1103, 13 millimeter. None fly good. Any ideas? Hope this helps with insurance. Miguel T specifically called out health insurance, so his 20 bucks gets added to the gear fund. Thank you, brother. 45 goes to 65. The medicine man done cometh. Yeah, Miguel, I mean, that's a really good question. Well, inherently, 2.5-inch props, there's nothing about the 2.5-inch prop size that is any more difficult to tune than 3-inch or 2-inch or 1.6-inch or 1.2-inch or 7-inch even. That being said, so 2.5-inch is the least popular propeller size with micros. You could argue that 2-inch is less popular, but regardless, 2.5-inch is not popular, so there are not many propeller options. And basically what that means is that the only propellers that we have in 2.5-inch are old. And the propeller manufacturers have gotten a lot better at producing better balanced, better performing propellers as time has gone on. So that's a part of the problem. Part of the problem is that the 2.5-inch, yeah, in that prop size, those are the shittiest props. That being said, GemFan has a bi-blade 2.5-inch prop that is properly balanced. It's not the best balanced prop in the world, but it is balanced enough. I'm gonna take a guess that you have tried all of those motors on either the same AIO or the same frame or the same AIO end frame. And there's your problem. Either the AIO or the frame. I'm also going to take a guess that maybe it's like an older AIO or an older frame that you just had laying around, and that's going to further support the fact that the problem is there. So yeah, that's what I think that you've got going on. You tell me if I'm completely wrong. It's fine. We'll keep trying to figure it out. But that's my hunch. My hunch is that it's an older AIO, and the older AIOs were terrible. They had really big problems with electrical noise. One of the things that you can do to figure out if that's the issue is put a capacitor on it. Put a great big like 470 UF capacitor right off the battery leads. Let it look ugly. Just stick it on there really quick and easily, and then put it up in the air and see if it's any better. I bet you it will be. If so, if you put it up in the air with a big ugly capacitor hanging off the back, and it flies better, basically what that means is that the electrical noise is the problem. There's just too much electrical noise on that AIO. And all of the old, not all, but most of the older AIOs suffered from that issue. If that doesn't affect the problem, then I would look at just, so that's a free thing, right? You probably have capacitors floating around, stick one on there, see if it helps. If it doesn't help, I'll blame I would blame the frame next, because that's cheap. So snag another 2.5-inch frame, or hell, grab like a TP3 frame or an AOS 3 frame, like a known good 3-inch toothpick frame, and put that whole setup in there. And if it gets better, now you just identified that 2.5-inch frame sucks. If it doesn't get better, just throw it all in the goddamn river, because it's not worth your time. But yeah, so there's a start for you. Message: 13 millimeter motors are probably a little bit too big. Those 1103s are probably about the right size for 2.5-inch. The 1303s, 13 millimeter motors, those are more for 3-inch props. So you're going to be a little bit under propped with those motors on a 2.5-inch prop, unless you put like a. Here's something else you can do. Put the Emax 2.5-inch tri-blade, the Rush prop on there. That is a known good 2.5-inch prop. It's not a great toothpick prop. It's more of a freestyle rig prop. But that is a known well-balanced propeller. So that'll rule out the propellers being the issue. There it is, yo. This purple is hot. Hot. This is a hot-looking little Tinywhoop, I gotta be honest. We're gonna put this on the scale tonight, but I think that's all we're gonna do. So here's the it's got ELRS diversity. It's got this T antenna, and then it's got this other little fella sticking out the back here, and then here's the video antenna, and it's got these. Oh man, I talked to Dalton about these today. Apparently he can't even get his hands on these. So yeah, the Newbie Drone bind and flies come with these little foam pads, and I'm just in love with these. I want these foam pads so bad. Dalton's gonna try to get a couple for himself, but yeah, so I want to put these on everything, man. This is nice. Stop scratching up my walls and shit. Look at this sexy little thing though. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Look at that purple. Look at that motherfucking purple. Ooh, ooh. The new motors? There's the new motors? I don't care. Let's see how heavy it is. All I care about is what it weighs. I do care. Newbie Drone, thank you very much for sending this over. Whoever it was that... what the hell? What is it? There's just a little screw stuck to it. What is this? Is this a screw from the thing? Ah! What is this little screw that I just found? That's alarming. Okay. That's not like a screw that I've seen before. What is it? Is it from something in the toolbox? Yo, that's weird. Let's see what it weighs. Here's the Weebleed FPV motored Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop. This is the heavier of the two. I have no idea why it's heavier. Full True RC Singularity antenna inside. 702, 28,500 kV motors. Other than that, it's just a regular old Mobula 6 ELRS. And it should be 19.5. Yep, 19.5 grams with 28,500 kV motors. And then we've got the Newbie Drone V4 Acrobee. That's not as bad as I thought it. Yeah, it is. At least it's not heavier. It's 23.8 grams. That's pretty heavy. 23.8 is, although I mean that's kind of what all of the Newbie Drone Acrobees weigh. The cockroach frame is a little bit heavier. Get some of this shit out of here. The cockroach frame is like a 0.5 gram heavier than the Meteor 65 frame. The Goober canopy. Kind of loose, fellas. You got to tighten these screws up. The Goober canopy and camera are a little bit heavier than the Mobula 6 canopy with RunCam Nano 3. The antenna, this little whip antenna, is a little bit lighter than the True RC Singularity antenna. These motors are 0802s. They're significantly heavier than 0702s. And that's about it. Oh, and the AIO, of course. The AIO is heavier than the Happy Model AIO. So yeah. That'll do it. Man, am I curious what these new motors weigh. I have to know. I have to know. Sorry, guys. I have to know what these new motors weigh. And I'm sure somebody out there wants to know as well. So let's just kick one of these motors off. I'm not going to take the Azzy... yeah. I'm going to take the Azzy prop off. Because I don't know what the Azzy props weigh. So these are the new Newbie Drone 0802 motors. Oh, I hope I can get this Azzy prop off. Hey, I can. And they are... They're really fancy looking. They have very long motor wires, which is not going to be to their benefit. Ooh. Well, no, I guess that's about right. 2.1 grams. 2.1 gram motor. Hold on. Let me weigh a couple of motors here to get you guys in the ballpark of what Tinywhoop motors weigh. So the new Newbie Drone Flow 0802, 19,000 kV, is between 2.0 and, so let's say 2.05 grams. You guys can't see shit. So we're going to say 2.05 grams because it was just bouncing back and forth between 2.0 and 2.1. Here is a full can Happy Model 0802 30,000. The really durable ones that don't spit magnets out, 1.9 grams. And then here's the old school Newbie Drone 0802, the two-piece bell, 2.0 grams. Here is a... Well, there's no connector on it. What even is this? Here's an 0702 with no connector on it. Tinywhoop 30,000 kV, so 1.4. Here is a Happy Model 0803. 2.3, they don't even make this motor anymore. Here's a Beta FPV 1102. Fat boy. Hey, Beta FPV does make a 22,000 kV version of this. By the way, it's only sold on their website. Here's a Happy Model 1102. 2.9. And then here's a iFlight Zing 0802. 1.9. So there's a whole bunch of motor weights that you can kind of judge by. There's also the Happy Model EX 0802, which I believe is 1.7 or 1.8 grams. So yeah, this, I actually thought, like, just looking at the design of this new Newbie Drone 0802, I thought it was going to be heavier than 2.1. Admittedly, 2.1 is the heaviest of the 0802s, but at least it's not 2.5 grams. I feel like I'm saying at least it's not an awful lot right now. Man, is it a hot motor, though? Look at this sexy-ass motor. If we were doing a beauty contest with Tinywhoops, this thing would win, yo. This purple and these motors, it's looking pretty nice. Come on, you rat bastard. There's something very obvious for you to focus on. It only focuses on flesh tones. There it is. Look at that, yo. Ooh. Got some TE37 styling going on there. TE37 is a Volk/Rays racing wheel that's arguably the best looking wheel to ever come out of Japan. Yeah, beautiful motor. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really sexy quad. And Newbie Drone does not hide from the fact that, like, their stuff is for newbies. And yeah, being a little bit heavier, that's, I don't know, you could make a really solid argument that they would want to make their rigs as light as possible, because the lighter a rig is, the better it's going to crash. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, the cockroach frame is pretty strong. And hey, maybe this is the most durable rig ever built. We don't know. We're gonna find out Wednesday night. That's for goddamn sure, though. Bolt this motor back down. I think I'm gonna run this. I'm very tempted to convert this over to BT 2.0 to give it the best chance possible. to compete with the Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop setup, but they did send me a pack of the PH 2.0 Nitro Nectar Gold, so I'm going to run it on these. I'm going to run it as it is, out of the box. We'll do a tune on it. We'll take a look at their tune, and we'll crank the tune up, see how much headroom we've got. We'll take a look at what gyro it has. Hopefully it's an MPU 6000 or a BMI 270. And yeah, Wednesday night will be a really fun stream. We'll fly a whole bunch of batteries, and I'll be really rough on this thing. I guess I'm going to leave it on these Azzies for now, but they won't last very long. They'll get bent up pretty quickly, and then I'm going to move it over to the new GemFan props, the GemFan prototype 1.2s, which should be coming out really soon. So yeah. But we're going to run it completely stock for at least 1 or 2 batteries right out of the box Wednesday night. And then we'll start doing things to improve it. You know, these Azzy props are actually great. Like, they're very efficient. They make really good power, but they're just way too fragile. And you guys will get to see that on Wednesday. You guys will get to see how bad the performance of this rig gets within a couple of crashes from these propellers just getting all bent to hell. And I mean, you can play the game of kind of trying to bend them back straight, but no, don't do that. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm pushing these propellers down the rest of the way on the motor shafts. That's going to help to not bend the motor shafts. I do not want to destroy these motors. Even though these motors are too low of a KV for me, I'm curious as to how durable they are. If they're a really durable motor, then that's kind of cool, because there is a 25,000 kV version of this Newbie Drone Flow 0802. Unfortunately, this bind and fly does not come with that one. But yeah, if this turns out to be a really durable motor, that's kind of cool, because a 25,000 kV 0802 makes really good power on the GemFan tri-blade props. Yes, these motors are a little heavy, and you can get the Tinywhoop really durable 0802s in 30,000 kV, but these motors come with the proprietary Newbie Drone plugs. So, like, this bind and fly with the higher kV motors could be a really nice plug and play, easy to build kind of rig. We'll see. My fingers are crossed. Oh, I ran this battery lead out the side. I want to run it out the back. Give me 1 second. I'm being completely insane right now, but it'll take but a second, I promise. There it is. Good to go. Okay. So yeah, shout out to Newbie Drone for sending this over. It was very cool. And one of you beautiful bastards. I talk to Dalton every once in a while, but I hadn't talked to Dalton in a while. And one of you beautiful bastards, it might have been Rob Axelson, shot Dalton the message and was like, "Yo, you guys gonna send CiottiFPV a V4 Acrobee?" And Dalton was like, "Oh shit, I'll work on that right now." And he did. So thank you for that. Because yeah, I forget that there are some manufacturers that are actually willing to send me stuff. I just assume that none of the manufacturers want to send me anything because I'm going to talk shit on it. So, yeah. Looks like that's about it. I don't really see anything different. There is an interesting little grommet here that they put on the goober canopy. Man, I love this purple. God damn, I love this purple. I hope this cockroach frame survives. Classically, the cockroach frames are pretty durable. They do break before the Meteor 65 frames do. But yeah, Wednesday night's gonna be a fun stream. We're gonna pound on this thing. I can't wait to see how it holds up. Unfortunately, I'll spoil the surprise. At the weight that it's at, I'm not gonna like it. I'm very spoiled by these sub 20 gram big power rigs. So, I'm gonna bitch and moan about it being too heavy and having not enough power. Fair warning. That is going to be what dominates the flight experience for me, is that lack of power and the extra what is it, like 23% more weight than the little fellas. So yeah, that's this is pretty cool. I forgot about this. This is the cockroach frame replacement warranty. Unlimited replacement warranty on the cockroach frames. That's pretty cool. I'm going to get rid of this because they sent me this for free and it's just not fair. But this little card's going to go into a giveaway. And look, their new sticker sheet. Their winter sticker sheet. Pretty cool. They do seasonal sticker sheets. I love it. Yeah, man. Hey, remember, I have an affiliate link over on Newbie Drone. Hey, if you didn't know, Newbie Drone sells stuff that nobody else sells, and they sell a lot of micro and 5-inch stuff. So, like, they really are, like, we say, like, big three in this country, right? Like, RDQ, Pyro Drone, Get FPV. We should really be saying big four. Newbie Drone sells enough stuff where, like, I would put them on the level with RDQ, Get FPV, and Pyro Drone. They're easy to forget about because it's Newbie Drone, right? Like, they're known for their Tinywhoops. But good lord, they've got a lot of stuff on their website. And again, they've got stuff on their website that nobody else sells. They have the Axis 2004 motor in in a higher KV than anyone else. And there's a bunch of stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff that only Newbie Drone sells, which is really cool. So yeah, get your ass onto their website. Use my affiliate link if you don't mind. Denzel the Terrible said, YouTube did the thing. Denzel the Terrible says, yeah, even internal changes balance. There are moving glass elements in there. Denzel says Canon red stripe. Yeah, I always knew it by the red stripe, but I could. When I was super into photography, I got a little bit pinky in the air because I learned a lot. I put a lot of effort in. And like some people would say like, oh, red stripe, and I'd be like, this fucking weeb. It's L glass, jerk. It's just one of those like kind of things. So I refused to say I refused to say red stripe. So that's why I was like L glass. Is it L glass? It's L glass. Bob Bruce says, did you get my PayPal from yesterday? I think so. Let me hop in here and get myself caught back up. And come on. What's happening here? Where's it at? There it is. Bob Bruce, is that you, Based Pops stream? For the prop tip and Medicine Man, feel better today, thanks. If so, thank you, brother. Or it could be, good lord, why do I get so many emails? Christopher King joining the Gangly Gang. I think I saw another person join. Bobby Bags hopping into the Gangly Gang. Welcome, my friend. Getting on some giveaways tonight too, it looks like. Giveaways, we're gonna get rolling in a little bit here. I just gotta get caught up on chat. We did mailbag. You guys get to pick. I can fly a couple of batteries before the giveaways or after. I'll fly after the giveaways. We'll because it's already 11:20. I don't want to keep you guys up all night. And stamps.com. What are you just randomly charging me $18 for? I trust you. Oh. Jesus, that kind of snuck out. Forgot where I was for a minute. Yo, what's up with all these emails? Holy crap. Alright, there's the email for that. Reddit. Leave me alone, Reddit. Don't let, what? Adorama? No, leave me alone, Adorama. Okay, no, I think I'm caught up. I think that must have been it. Thank you, brother. Your order's out for delivery. I know. What? Strange. That's a strange email. Okay. Aaron FPV says, you can look at the system information and see what devices are plugged into which internal USB hub on the Mac. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. If I don't do that right now, I'm not going to do it. You guys can watch me do it. It's going to be in resources, I'm assuming. Wait, no, it's going to be in about my Mac. Is that system report? Yeah, it is. And then we've got USB. Okay, so I guess it's the bus that I'm looking for. USB 3.0 bus, hub. Okay, so look, yeah, we got the C922. That's on this hub. So good. So the C922 is on this. Oh, look at that. It's on the USB 2.0 bus. And then there's the C20 on a 2.0 hub. So they're on different ones, I think. Right? Am I good? Tell me I'm good. Even if I'm not, just say like, yep, you're good. It'll make me feel better. Athix FPV says, I will argue that 2.5 is more popular than 2-inch until recently. Yeah, I think they kind of go back and forth. Although, yeah, I'll agree with that 100% actually, Athix. Matt Harvey says, hello, thanks for your work, man. What rates do you use? 40 actual Betaflight actual rates, 40 center, 700 max rotation, and then 0.7 expo. That is a ton of expo, but I fly very smooth and very soft, and with 700 as the max rotational, I can throw like big 90-degree snaps in, but then use the rest of the stick travel with that expo to do really soft, really cinematic kind of movements. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. ZoFPV says, I want to upgrade the motors on my Mobula 6 Meteor 65 Hybrid. What 0802s do you recommend? I actually don't recommend 802s. I recommend 702s with GemFan biblades. The Tinywhoop.com 0702 30,000s are currently the best in-stock motor for a Mobula 6 Meteor 65 Hybrid. At some point, the Weebleed FPV 0702 28,500s will come back in stock. Those are just as good, tiny little bit less power, a little bit more efficiency. Either one of those motors you're going to absolutely love. It's a lot of power. You're probably going to want to go into the PIDs tab and motor limit down to 80% until you get used to it, and then bump it up to 85, 90, 95, and 100 eventually. Rob Axelson says the Avan 2.5 Rush is the shit. It's just a brilliant propeller. I think it's my favorite micro propeller, to be honest with you. Athix FPV is who reached out to the to Newbie Drone for the V4 review. Thanks, Athix. Very cool of you for remembering when I didn't. Denzel the Terrible says you could save like 8 grams shortening the motor leads. You know, here's what's funny about that, Danzella. I shortened up motor leads on one of these Tinywhoops last week, and it didn't save any weight. I thought the same thing. I thought shortening up the motor leads would definitely save some weight, and I took almost a full inch of motor lead off of all 4 motors on one of these rigs. I forget what I was working on, and it didn't even change the weight on the scale. Wait, I didn't do all 4. Wait. Did I do all 4? What rig was that I was working on? Was it this one? I might have just done one motor. Wait. I know what it was. It was this one. One of these motors should have a shorter lead on it. I forget now, but the motor wires, I was shocked that the motor wires didn't make more of a difference. I think it was 2 motors. I think it was this rig. I believe I took 2 because I had a bent bell, I had a bent motor shaft. I don't remember. It was either, I don't know. I give up. June Loco says, rip a pack. Miguel T says, AIO is old, so are the props. Tried different frames. Gonna try a big capacitor. Thanks, you're certainly welcome. If the AIO is old, that is almost certainly the problem. hold on. YouTube just did the thing. No, it didn't. There we go. Miguel T with a $10 super chat. Thank you, brother. My HDO2s won't stop beeping after cells only 3.9 volts. Any good solution to this? Miguel, I tried to answer that question actually in Joshua Bardwell's chat yesterday, but you must not have seen it. Tried voltage regulator, DJI pack still beeps. Let's bet. Let's put this one on the health insurance too. Cool. The problem is more than likely. Mine do the same thing. The problem is more than likely the barrel receiver plug here. This gets old and wears out. Here's how you can tell. You're gonna be plugged in. Next time it does it, reach up and wiggle this plug. And if it goes away, this is the problem. What happens a lot is the other thing that happens is this plug will back itself out a little bit and you won't notice it, and it'll just back itself out just enough, and you push it back in or wiggle it and it'll go away. That's how you know what it is. Technically you can replace this port, but I just wiggle it. I mean, hell, you could even send them back to Fat Shark and they'll replace that port, fix that port for you. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty, like, if you know that the goggle battery is charged and it's doing it, just ignore it. Usually, like, it'll start to beep, and then if you ignore it for like 30 seconds, it's a hairy 30 seconds, it'll go away. But yeah, try that little trick and you can figure out if what's going on. I bet you that's the issue. Mr. Blue Sky says, hey, Riot9 says, totally fine, all good. Mr. Blue Sky says, thanks for the rates update. Still working finding my rates. It's all over the place experimenting. Good. Keep experimenting. That's amazing. It's exactly what you want to do. Just make sure you put enough time in. Make sure you change the rates and you put enough time in to get used to it before you then change it again. If you're changing it every 10 minutes, you're not going to get used to those rates enough. You want to get used to a rate profile and then change it so that you can really feel the difference and think about if you like it better. And we're all caught up. Look at me go. Never trust your dealer's digital scales. Just wiggle it. That's it. Aaron FPV tagged me but didn't say anything. I'm looking for previous comments, but I don't see any. Let's do some giveaways, friends. Hold on. Let me, I've made a bit of a mess here. I'm going to save these motors. Ooh, God. My hips get very sore. I'm getting old, man. My fucking body is just a wreck. What are we doing? Giveaways! All right. Let's see if my window with giveaway stuff is still open. It is! Happy days, or... What happened to my effing window? It's gone again. Oh, balls. Alright, well, hold on. I gotta do a little bit of work here. This is weird. I don't understand why this keeps happening, but this is not the end of the world. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Okay. 4 giveaway windows, 4 tabs, 4 FPV raffle tabs, and I think I might have screwed this up when during the 24-hour stream. It's probably my bad. Okay, so what's this here? All right, I gotta change this filter. All right, so this is gonna be the $5 a month tier. That's the first one we're gonna do for the Tinywhoop tier. And then we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna leave this one alone because this is the everyone. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this one over here. 1 second, friends. Change this filter from the $20 to the $10 tier for the micro brushless. Apply filter. And then this one here, filters, $20, apply. Okay, cool. My eyes are fucking killing me. These big studio lights blasting in my face. I think my eyes sore. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna head on over to Discord into the Patreon only group called, I don't even remember, the Video Collective. And in the Video Collective, you can post your edits. And at 7:36, Stavel posted an edit, so he's going to be the first one that we watch. Get out of there. Get out of there. I have to mute all these in case you guys used... I'm not going to play much of this. This is probably a really interesting video, but it's not like a flight video. But this is kind of cool. So we got that. CMYK just posted, yo! CMYK's Fairy Circle edit is going to be the next one that we watch. I actually saw, this popped up in my subscriptions, and I watched the whole thing, which is rare for me. You guys got a treat coming. This is a dope flight from CMYK. And then we're going to watch Imp FPV. Sexecuting the flow. Nice. And... all right, there we go. Cool, that's good to go. And here we are. Give me a couple more seconds here, friendos. And I just need to refresh this. And then I actually need to refresh these Patreon jib-jabs here. Okay, cool. Everything is good to go. Aaron FPV says, did I see a Fat Shark battery pack in there, 18650s? No. Since I've never had 18650s, I've always done the LiPo Fat Shark batteries. I really like them because they've got the, you can charge it from USB, which is just super handy. And they work totally fine. I mean, yeah, they're not the highest capacity, but you come back from flying, you just plug USB into them, and it's always, like, recharged. It's kind of nice. Cool. So before I show you guys what the first giveaway is, I'm going to set all these things up, and then we'll take a look at what you guys are playing for. 3 Patreon giveaways, and then 1 giveaway that's open to everyone. I will tell you how to get in on that giveaway as soon as we're done with the Patreon giveaways. Actually, no. I'll give you more time. Why not? The giveaway that's open to everyone begins now. For $5, you can enter once. For $10, you can enter twice. You're going to do either a Super Chat or a PayPal. If you do a PayPal, they won't take any money. If you do a Super Chat, they'll take 30%. It's fine, whichever you prefer. Here's what you're playing for. This will give you the maximum amount of time to get in on the Open to Everybody giveaway. You are going to be playing for a Brain 3D card with the channels on the back, a Brain 3D holographic sticker. We Bleed, this is kind of like a We Bleed FPV sponsored Open to Everybody giveaway. This is the last one we're going to do. Brain 3D stickers. That one, and that one. We've got a not Brain 3D, We Bleed FPV. Sorry, We Bleed FPV. A We Bleed FPV koozie. FPV exchange card. This is the greatest little thing ever. This is a little X-Acto knife, magnetic, wonderful little jibby jabby. This is the only way that you're going to want to put an X-Acto knife in your gear bag so that you don't gash yourself to death. This thing is awesome. It's made by Strix. So you're going to get one of these. You're playing for one of these. We Bleed FPV magnet. Full set of We Bleed FPV BT 2.0 300 mAh folded cell batteries. These are the ones you want. These are the best Tinywhoop batteries that exist. What's this, 4 of them? 4 of them. Brand new. Newbie drone card. Thingies. Frequency card. Little TPU keychain quad looking jib jab. 10 M2 Nylock nuts. Couldn't think of what it's called. And then 20 M2 washers. These are actually really hard to find. Ready Made RC sells them. But yeah, 20 M2 really thin black washers. And then Meteor 65 frame with BT 2.0 male and female, and a set of the T-Motor prototype tri-blade propellers. This is your starter kit towards the ultimate freestyle Tinywhoop. All you need, in addition to this super chat, is the big KV motors, even if you don't get the big KV motors, you can run these tri-blades on an 0802 25,000 KV or less and still make good power. And then the AIO and the camera and the canopy. But yeah, if you snag a Mobula 6 ELRS, this little kit will get you really close to the ultimate freestyle Tinywhoop. So yeah, that was kind of my theme for this Super Chat giveaway. $5 PayPal or Super Chat gets you entered once, $10 gets you entered twice, $15 gets you entered 3 times. How about that? It's crazy. It's crazy tonight. 5, 10, or 15. Once, twice, 3 times on the wheel. Ready? Go. I'm going to do the Patreon giveaways so that you guys have a bunch of time to decide if you want to get in on the Super Chat giveaway. I'm going to play some of these beautiful little flight edits while I do some things and click some buttons. Enjoy it. Post your edits in the Video Collective to get them played during giveaways. What song is this? I'm gonna give you guys some royalty-free music. This one's kind of cool. Here we go, I'll be right back. And for real this time, here you go. All right, friend. Why did that stop? Oh, I know why it stopped. All right, friends. I dropped those links into the chat. Check them out. Go give those people some subscriptions. They are patrons. They help me keep this thing going. So the least you can do is go subscribe to their channels and go watch their flight edits while you're at it. here comes the giveaway window. And first up, we've got the Tinywhoop $5 a month tier giveaway. We've got the We Bleed stickers. We've got a whole bunch of these, Christ, I don't know. I think these are 2.5 inch bi-blades. These are the old ones. They're actually decent because they're so lightweight. They fly way better than they should. We've got a We Bleed FPV magnet. We've got a little whip antenna. And then the main item is a fresh set of bearing, very rare, Beta FPV 0802. Hold on, what's the KV? I think it's 19,500. 0802 SE 19,500 KV motors. Mega throttle resolution and bearings. Really efficient set of Tinywhoop motors. And I did not run them for very long. That KV is a little low for me. So I put a few batteries on them, and then that was kind of that. With the bearings, though, yeah. You want to build a long-range Tinywhoop? These might be the ones. $5 Tinywhoop tier. Here we go. Somebody's going to win. And that person's name is going to come up. Is going to remain, I should say, once I click this button. The goat is getting tired. Many names are being blown away. Robert Gross just got blown away right before my very eyes. Blitz FPV is still in. Momo Slappy is in. Mike R just got blown away. Finn FPV just got blown away. Michael... What happened? I'm gonna click. Nothing happens. I'm gonna click again. Nothing happened. It must be a high KV quad because it blew them all away. We're gonna have to click play again. That's never happened before. Let's try it again. The goat doesn't sound any more tired. That's a good sign. Athix is still there. Dan Maurer is still there. Jesse Garcia just got blown away. Momo Slappy is still there. Gardo Rotor just got blown away. King Turkey got blown away. Denmark FPV for the win. Congratulations, my friends. I'm going to write your name down, grab your info off of Patreon, and send you some stuff. Where is the fat Sharpie? Where has it gone? Where did it go? Let's see if this Sharpie will work. Denmark FPV. Can I read that? Yeah, I can read that. FPV. Congratulations, brother. Next up is the $10 a month 3-inch micro brushless and Tinywhoop tier. Put this over here, and is that this bag? That's this bag. We've got. Oh, this is a really cool set of motors. Man, I almost kept these motors. We've got a We Bleed FPV battery strap. We've got 3 sets of, Christ, I forget, 3020, GemFan 3020 props. And this is a set of 5 AMAX 1303 4800 kV motors. 4 of these motors already have race wire LEDs soldered up to them. If you don't know, AMAX motors are kind of like the nicest. They're just top shelf. And as much as these are gonna go, if you win these, please let me know how they are. Unless they're like the best thing ever, and then I'll just be jealous and angry. Still tell me though, because yeah, AMAX motors are just awesome. They're gorgeous, and like they're supposedly really well balanced, and they're German. What's not to love? Let's see who's gonna win these motors, so that my jealous rage can begin. Somebody's name is not going to get blown away, and that person is going to get the sexiest set of 1303s I've ever seen. Yarbs just got blown away. Aaron FPV remains. He's gone. Mudkips is still here. Nope, he's gone. Kelky wins. Vern Kelk, congratulations. Yo. You better let me know how these are, homie. Although I don't think I saw you in the chat. But hopefully you're watching this on repeat, and you just got a little surprise right in your eyes. Yeah, goddamn. I should have kept him. Should have kept him, man. Should have kept him. They're just so good looking. They're just such a good look. Here, look how sexy they are. Look how hot they are. These are hot boy motors if I ever saw any. Ooh, look at them. Would you just look at them? You can't really see them. Maybe you can see them over here. No. Yeah, you can. Look at that. Look at those ribs in the bell. They're ribbed for our pleasure. Kelky, you better let me know how these are, man. Or else I'm gonna hunt you down. I will hunt you down. Right. And wait. Gotta write it down. Vern. Calc. There we go. Can I read that? Yeah, I can read that. Awesome. Alright. Oh god, I almost just flipped over in the chair. Next up, we've got the 5-inch tier. Here are the beautiful people on that tier. We've got a set of 3D printed XT60 covers. We've got a Runcam Swift, the old one, old school, 2.5 millimeter lens on it. Big old boy, plastic case. This is actually a pretty light camera. It's huge. You're gonna have to find a big frame to put it in, but cool little OG camera for you. Brain 3D holographic sticker. Little channels card. 2 sets of these unbelievably pitchy Gemfan 5152. If you want to go a million miles an hour, these are the props to do it with. Super fun propeller. You got to put a big old motor behind them, but and then 3 sets of the amazing Gemfan 5236. So you got, I kind of dig this. These are like the most efficient 5-inch props, and then these are the fastest 5-inch props. So I always try to have like a little bit of a theme to these giveaways. And then the big item is a 40 amp ESC. I don't know who it's made by. It's got a bunch of little capacitors on it. It looks like a half decent ESC. It just doesn't say who it's made by. But, you know, a 30 by 30 ESC that you didn't have yesterday is a big fucking deal in 2023 because, good lord, ESC prices have gone absolutely banana pants, and it's kind of ridiculous. Let's see who's gonna win some 5-inch stuff. Flush FPV is on the bottom. He's still there. Jim Leopardi is there as well. Kevin Sumner as well. Patrick Scott is off on the right. Somebody just got blown away whose name I read. Chopper FPV is far on the left. He's gone. Robin Duckett is top right. He's still here. Ooh, he's hanging in. Nope, it's Parker Lipscomb. Congratulations, Parker. You have won a bunch of 5-inch stuff. Let me know how you like these props. I'm very curious. Parker, the winner. Lips, comb. And there you have it, friends. That concludes our Patreon giveaways, but we've got the Super Chat and PayPal-based giveaway coming up next. As a reminder, you're playing for a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to go back through it. You didn't just join the stream. It's a whole bunch of the stuff that you need to build an Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop. You know you need an Ultimate Freestyle Tinywhoop. Don't get it twisted. I can't get anything to work right now. What is happening? I need this window to shrink down so that I can see the effing chat. There we go. I'm also going to throw in to this one a Gangly Gang sticker. Gangly Gang stickers are available even if you don't win this. Send me $5 via PayPal with your address, and I'll send you one. Send me $10 via PayPal with your address. I'll send you 2, and I'll throw in another mystery CiottiFPV sticker. I'm going to throw a Gangly Gang sticker right on in there. So even if you're not on the I don't know. Blah, 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 streamer things. Ugh. All right, I gotta scroll back a little bit to figure out who's going on this wheel. Stavel FPV with a $10 super chat. He says, for the awesome dance moves, Stavel FPV, do you also want to be entered into this giveaway, or was it literally just for the dance moves? If it's just for the dance moves, that's pretty awesome. See, that means I'm doing some pretty good dance moves. I got something good going on. Maggie will be happy to hear that because she's a dancer. Let me know, Stavel, if you want that $10 to go to 2 entries in this giveaway. That's totally cool, because I know you did that super chat after I said, hey, it starts now. CMYK says PayPal. I'm going to jump over there in a minute. Metal Durskin as well. Metal Durskin says, I think those are 65 millimeters. I agree. Scroll. Don E with a $1.99 super chat. Don E, if you do $3 more on the super chat, I'll put you in the runnings to win this big bag of stuff. Mr. Blue Sky with a $9.99 super chat. He's going on the wheel 2 times. As a reminder, $5 gets you on the wheel once, $10 twice, $15 3 times. Kevin Sumner says PayPal. Metadirtskin with a 20 Californian Canadian dollar super chat. He says, 1 for me, 1 for Athix, 1 for Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue Sky is already on here twice, so I'm going to put Danzilla the Terrible on there twice and Athix on there once. Thank you, Danzilla. You guys don't need to look at me. It'll be more interesting to look at this. And then you can check my work, too. Danzilla, you're on there twice. Athix is going on there once. And there we go. What the fuck does Marshmallow Hunters mean? I demand to know the meaning behind Marshmallow Hunters. Marshmallow Hunters with a $10 super chat. You're going on the wheel 2 times. Marshmallow Hunters, if you win, but you don't tell me what the meaning is behind it, I will not mail it to you. You can come sue my ass. I don't care. I must know what the hell it means. Justin, the guy with a $10 super chat, he's going on the wheel 2 times. Marshmallow Hunters. Oh my god, the internet is such a fucking weird place, and it's just the greatest thing in the entire world. Marshmallow Hunter says, don't be soft. Bob Noxious with a $10 super chat, he says, put Don E on there, put the rest into the fund. I'm gonna put Don E on there. He's not on there yet, so I'm gonna use the whole $10 to put him on twice. Marshmallow Hunters. Oh, for Christ's sakes. Mr. Blue Sky, you don't want to be on here? You want to, well, Danzilla is already on here twice, so he can't be on. Well, yeah, I can put him on here. All right, so it sounds like I'm going to take Blue Sky off here once. I'm going to put Danzilla on here again. And then Danzilla is going to tell me to take him off and put Blue Sky on there. So Danzilla, you're now on there 3 times. I forgot that we could put 3 times on here. Mr. Blue Sky, you're only on there once now. Blizzard FPV with a 10 Canadian California dollars. He said 1 for Marcel off-axis FPV. Off-axis is going on. Oh, God. I did that wrong. Here we go. There it is. Marcel's on there. Okay. Coming over to PayPal. Here we go. Dub El Deuce sent $5. He's going on there twice. It's Mick Muckus. McMuckus, deal me in. It's McMuckus, deal me in for the giveaway, he says. You are on the board, McMuckus. Good Lord, Kevin Sumner with a 50. Oh, hey, by the way, guys. So one of you beautiful people sent me this, and it does not focus. It's fixed focal length, and it won't work on the desk. So this came from Amazon, and I lost the goddamn thing. I'm such an idiot. If you sent me this, please reach out to me. We need to do an Amazon return. This just won't work, and I'm going to use the DSLR. I tried it as like an actual face cam, and it's good, but the DSLR is better. Whoever it was, thank you so much. But yeah, we got to do a return for this. It's just not going to get used. If it does get used, it's going to be a weird, like, just point it into the room, and that's silly. So again, whoever this was that sent me this, thank you so much from Amazon. But yeah, we got to do a return for it. Kevin Sumner with a $50 super PayPal. He says, and I just bought more F1404s with your affiliate link over on GetFPV. Thank you so much, Kevin Sumner. I'm going to put you on the wheel 3 times, and I'm going to take the rest of the money and buy prostitutes with it. Hope you're cool with that. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Thank you, brother. Super, super, super kind of you. CMYK FPV with a $15 PayPal. He says, yeet. I'm just going to type in CMYK. And then I'm going to highlight it. And then I'm going to paste it. If you guys need graphic design done, you go to anyone other than CMYK FPV, I will come to your house and murder the shit out of you. He's a wonderful graphic designer and an awesome human being. Metal Dartskin with a $15 PayPal. He's going on the wheel 3 times. Metal, metal, metal. Got him. Let me get caught back up with the super chats. We had last one was Blizzard, who said 1 for off axis. Got him. Blizzard says 1 for Jank FPV. That's another awesome name. Jank FPV, you're going on the wheel once. Thanks to Blizzard FPV. Thank you, brother. Stavel FPV says count me in. Awesome. So Stavel sent a $10 super chat. You're going to go on there twice. Stavel. Awesome. Marshmallow Man. Oh, here we go. Oh, no shit. Marshmallow Hunter says it's a pro airsoft team. It's a hockey reference. If you're called soft, it's just like calling McFly a chicken. Very cool. Marshmallow Hunters, I haven't seen your name before, so you're probably new around here. I actually, in my early 20s, I got super into airsoft. And I actually ran a shop upgrading guns that we called DEA Sports, and yeah, I ran a team as well we were called Damaged Incorporated for a while, and then we were called DEA for a bit, which stood for Damage Elite Airsoft, and yeah, we were up in the Northeast. That's back when I lived in New Jersey, and we would skirmish with GMR all the time, Green Mountain Rangers, and Eagle. We were really close friends with them. We would play up at Tallinn, Massachusetts, in their milsim spot all the time, and yeah, it was like my life for 8 or 9 or 10 years. It's actually like the very first YouTube video some of the first YouTube videos I ever uploaded were all airsoft related. If you search YouTube for Ciotti87, I think you'll find that channel. Yeah, there they are. So I did a promo for Team Eagle. And then, yeah, these box struck down videos are used to be pretty well known in the airsoft community. This was like my part of my senior practicum in college, was like the edit of these videos. So yeah, it's kind of old school stuff. I still have like $4 or $5 grand worth of airsoft shit in the garage, just kind of waiting to be used again. It'll never really be used again. Wow, that's ridiculous. 6,000 views on Box Truck Down. I don't have many YouTube videos with 6,000 views on them. And that's from 16 years ago. Jesus Christ. I am an old person. My God. All right. Enough silly airsoft talk. McBucket says, pretty sure I only sent $5 though, just one ticket. For the poor. All right, McMuckus. I got you on there just once. Yeah, I got you on there once, McMuckus. Aaron FPV with a $10 super chat. He says, I'm in, and whoever commented after me. So I think that means Justin the guy. So I'm going to put Aaron FPV on there once, and then Justin the guy on there once. You guys are getting creative with entering each other. Jason Black says, CiottiFPV buying prostitutes applies to you on them. You rent those hoes. 8-Bit FPV says, surely that was not all who did through PayPal, is it? Let me hop back over to PayPal. Oh yeah, I just randomly stopped on PayPal. That's weird. Metadurtskin, I got you on here 3 times, right? Yep. Got you. Fabian Dixon with a $10 PayPal. He says, giveaway chat dice rolled. Thank you, Fabian. You're going on here 2 times. And once and twice. There we go. And then we've got a little bit of Jacob Montanez. Oh, well, Jacob Montanez is our newest Gangly Gang member. Thanks for joining the Patreon, brother. Welcome to the gangliest of gangs and all the gangly gang. And then Fabian Dixon with another $5. He's going on for a 3rd time. Okay, that's 8-Bit FPV. Awesome. So I'm gonna take your human being name off and put your FPV name on. All right, we're good to go. Sleepy CBR says, did you get my super chat? Yes. Did I miss you? Thank you for checking me on that. Somehow I managed to miss you. All right, let me make sure that I didn't miss anybody else. We've got Sleepy CBR going on. Thank you, brother. And thank you for checking me. So I got Jank FPV. I got him on there. And then Oh, that's what happened. I saw Stavel's comment, and then I got all thrown off. And then, did I get Marshmallow Hunters on here? I've got Marshmallow Hunters on here twice from above, but then he did another $5, so I missed him as well. So Marshmallow, you're going on here a third time. And then Blizzard FPV says he wants one. Man, I don't know what the hell happened here. Thank you guys for checking me on that. That's why I displayed this screen, so that you guys can check me. Blizzard FPV, you are on there. And I think we're good to go now. Sleepy CBR, we're good. 8-bit, we're good. Jason Black, we're good. All right, cool. We're all set. I'm going to click submit. And I don't know why I went back to the face cam. Somebody's going to win the beginnings of an ultimate freestyle Tinywhoop, and that person's name is a goat screaming. Let's see who it's going to be. Jank FPV just got blown away right before my very eyes. Don E is still on the right side, hanging in. Mr. Blue Sky is in the bottom right. He's hanging in. CMYK is hanging in. 8-bit is still there. Nope, a bunch of people got blown away. CMYK is there. It's CMYK FPV. Congratulations, my man. He does graphic design. He wins giveaways. He builds an ultimate freestyle tiny. You don't have an ultimate freestyle Tinywhoop, do you? Now you have to build one. Ha 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 ha! I just cost you $100, CMYK. It's gonna be worth it though. You're gonna love it. Congratulations, brother. CMYK is an OG here on the channel, and somebody that I'm lucky enough to consider a personal friend. We talk all the time. CMYKFPV. Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging. We're going to stream a little bit more. 12:03. We're going to fly a couple of Tinywhoop batteries, and then we're going to wrap this shit up, because we got to fly Tinywhoop batteries every single night, or else our heads are going to fall off. It's going to be the Weebleed FPV 0702 28,500 kV rig tonight. Yesterday during the day, I should say, we were flying the Tinywhoop rig. Let's see if I have better luck tonight with this fella. Ooh, I actually remembered to unplug the VRX last night, so let's get that plugged back in. And there we go. All right, cool. We'll do 2 or 3 batteries here real quick, and then we'll wrap things up. VRX is on there. I lost connection. All right, hold on. Let me fix this. And then, come on. Come on, pop back up. Come on now. Pop back up. Don't not pop back up. Come on now. Come on. Where you at? Oh, man. Hold on. Let me unplug and replug. See if it'll come to light. Yeah. Come on now. Where you at, VRX? Work. There it is. Hey, now we're in business. All right, friends. Let's get our whoop on. Chase says, what's up? Bettleritzkin says, I hung in there with GNB 27 as long as I could. I think I'm giving up and switching to BT 2.0. You know what they say about standards. Yeah, it seems like the GNB 27s are really starting to fall apart. I've heard a lot of people complaining about them. I don't know. I think I kind of got lucky. The whole, like, they weren't fitting right issue early on. I was like, I don't like the way that sounds. Low battery. So I kind of got lucky by sticking with BT 2.0. Chase was working on this working on a 16x16 flight controller wired to a 35 amp ESC. Can't wait to make it 4S Beast on it. Very cool. Dan Zeller says, I heard CiottiFPV does his best work under the desk. You never know. All right, let's see what we can do down here. I've got the cube set up, and then we've got a couple of new gates. Let's see what's what. Let's get some music going, actually. All right. I love when it lands and spins around like that. Let's get some copyright-free music banging up in here. God, I hate saying things that are cool. Okay. Okay. I can handle this. Here we go, people. This is with the old camera. For Wednesday, hopefully I'll have the new cameras installed. Here we go. Oh, no, no, no. Don't be stuck behind the door. I don't want to walk. No. No. The song just got all exciting. Turn this down just a little bit. It's a bit much. Oh, boy. Come on now. Ooh! Rejected. I tried to go backwards through it. Here's what I was trying. Oh, missed it again. Oh, that was dumb. Oh! Where'd that chair come from? No! Oh my god, what is happening? Hold on. Impossible power loop! Oh god! No, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, no, no. No, no, no. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa! It's coming this way. Possible power up! Oh! Hit the studio light. That's. Oh, where am I? Oh. Oh, hi. Oh god, that was a weird choice. Oh god, I caught the edge. What a rough time. Ah! I think I saw a low battery warning. Yeah, there it is. Quick change, quick change, quick change. Here we go. Back in it. Come on, come on, come on. Camera angle is pretty low, yeah. I like the low camera angle, though. There's a lot of duck in here, that's fine. More! Ah! I'm used to upstairs. Having that, like, 25 or whatever the hell it is foot ceiling. Hello, hello. Oh, oh, oh. Oh God! Oh shit! Plinko engage. Oh. Oh! Get in there, Lewis Hamilton. Oh! We're in it now, motherfuckers. Oh, God. And right on out of it. What was that? That was the weirdest shit ever. Oh, God, so close. I just caught the ground. Oh, boy. Oh, this is such a hard power loop. Get out from under there. Stop that. Stop it. Boy, let's try the world's biggest power loop. Oh, first fucking try! Nope. Oh God, these fucking Nubiduran gates, man, they're so small. The Nubiduran gates are my absolute and utter nemesis. I almost took them down the other day. They're like just small enough where I just hit in between them every time. Oh my God, don't you dare. No, don't do it. Leave me alone. Impossible power loop! Oh my God, I've never done it like that before. That's the impossible power loop right there. Drop down in through here. You drop down pat, you gotta clear the toolbox, then you drop down right where I'm at right now. You gotta clear the... I don't know how I hit it so often. I mean, it's less than 50-50, but... What the hell? Why did I just fly right into the hi-hat stand? Oh my God, it's just so dirty. It's fucking filthy. There's like so much shit to hit when you're rotating around. Oh God, I gotta go take a fucking shower after that. Filthy animal, you. Stank ass hoe. Oh man, that was dirty too. Oh God. It is a just filthy filth pit tonight. We're flying more, yo. I don't know, dude. This rig with the slightly less powerful motors, I might fly better with it. I don't know. All right, let's get disgusting, friends. Let's play in the mud. Oh, we need some more music, though. We vibing in this bitch. Let's get it. Oh, that would have been delicious. Oh, no. Don't break things on the bar cart. Stop it. Oh, God, that's the TV. Can I fit under there? I can cheat it. Oh God, I don't think there's a possible way to fly through there. I think it's like the exact height of the whoop. can get through here, though. Let's get this orbit going here. Come on. Come on, come on. Get it together. There we go. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Stop it. No, no, no. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone. I don't think this looks as difficult as it actually is. No, no, no. Oh, God, easy. Ah! Ah! Ah. And I'm trying to do it as an orbit. I'm trying not to just, like, fucking fly straight through here. Oh, for God's sakes, Larry. I'm trying to just not fly straight through here. And then turn, and then fly through there, and then turn. Like, that's too easy. I mean, it's not easy. These are really tiny little gaps, but you know what I'm saying. It's the perfect song for this. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Oh, God! Uh-oh. 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 Where even am I? I don't even know where I am. What is that? The brick of the... Oh. Here we go. Oh, God! I knew I was gonna fall right down through there. So that Lego Mini Cooper does not come as a convertible. I got extra Legos and turned it into a convertible. If you ever doubted how hardcore into cars I am. Oh, that was a close one. Really? Do me like that? Oh, oh God. Stop jumping on the couch, little tiny whoop. Oh, God. No, no, no. Newbie drone gates. Go to hell. I wasn't even lined up right that time. Oh, balls. Come on now. Don't be mean. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Starting to feel a little soft. There it is. I'll turn off the desk. Where are you at, little guy? Where are you at? Where are you at? More, more, more! We fly till the music stops, friends. That's how it goes. I'll leave the OST on for you. Uh-oh. Taking a walk, aren't I? Nah, we good. Easy, easy, careful. Wow, I got very lucky there. I did not plan on going through that gate like that. Stop that! Let's slow it down a little bit. Crash into some gates, do some technical stuff. Uh-oh. Just go with the flow, baby. Just go where the quad wants to go. Don't force it. Let it tell you where it wants to go. It's the essence of freedom. freestyle in my opinion. Oh, that was close. Shouldn't have bailed. Ah! Oh, fart. Maybe. Maybe. Oh! Ah, there it is! That's what I was trying to do before. This is a fucking hot song. I really like this song. Come on now. Stop it. No. Oh, I got very lucky there. Ah, I tried to cheat that and turn early. Is there a gap down here? Stop it. Ah, that's a pretty small one. Oh boy. That's the damping ring off the snare drum. Oh, I'm stuck on something. Nope. Taking a walk. It's a short walk on this one. Come on. Oh, okay. Now we're getting dirty. Uh-oh, what's happening? I'm gonna try to get a Matty flip up through this into the cube and out. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be real tough. Man, do I want it though. Oh. I don't actually know if I can recover from the Matty flip that low and still generate any actual rearward momentum. I'm gonna have to really lay it out like this. Let's get a fresh battery on. Oops. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I just realized the music was kind of loud. Alright, see if we can get this. Woo-hoo! I mean, that's sort of it. Oh boy. I think it's doable. I usually like to pull out of Matty flips a little bit earlier than this to give me a little leeway. Trying to do it like this, there's no leeway though. It's gonna scrape the carpet. Oh, that was almost it. It looks really cool like this because it's really laid out. Damn. Ah! Clip that gate on the way through. Come on. If I come at it low, I can throw it up, and that gives me a little bit more time. Like, Matty, this is not a Matty flip, in my opinion. You just fly right at something and then just pitch forward. I don't know what that is, but I don't really consider that a Matty flip. Like, for me, a Matty flip, you gotta kind of, like, throw it up over the thing. And it actually helps to do that. Oh, boy. That was a rough one. What's happening is because I'm laying it out so slow, it's just throwing the second half of the move all off. And I'm not getting enough downward thrust vector to keep me from hitting the ground. That's the last thing that happens is your thrust keeps you from hitting the ground. And I'm having to, that cube is so low that I'm having to really cheat it. Like when I just do it around these, oh, for God's sakes. When I do it without trying to exit through the cube, you can just, yep. And then you can much more softly, I didn't do it right there. But yeah, you can rotate or you can use much more pitch. Even like if I just do it here. The other thing that's getting me is I'm coming down from the ceiling because that gate's up high. There it is! That was totally worth it. That was totally worth spending an entire battery trying it. Oh boy. Where the hell am I? In the corner? What? Oh, I'm stuck under a wire. Oh, gross. That's weird. I was not stuck under a wire. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody ain't happy. Somebody is not happy. Who is it? Who's upset? Motor number 3 is upset. Why are you upset, little guy? There is a big chunk of fluff. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was that chunk of fluff. Score! Yeah! Alright, we got one more. We're gonna do one more. I'll have discharged all the batteries. Last battery of the night, friends. Hope you had a good Monday night. Thank you for hanging. Thank you for your incredible generosity as always. CiottiFPV.com has a million ways that you can support me on this crazy journey through being a full-time FPV donkey. I'm just cleaning a little bit more hair out of these things. We got this guy extra hairy tonight. Title of my sex tape. Looks like the music ran out, so we're gonna do a just the sounds of a Tinywhoop battery here for our last battery of the night. The sounds of a Tinywhoop and a gangly 42-year-old screaming and yelling. How about that? How about that? Let's go. Oh God. Oops. That was ugly. Whoopsie. Oh, I wanted to do that and I was like, oh no, that angle ain't gonna work. Ah, I just clipped this the floor stander. Nope, not quite. Oh God, Simbrig got me. And that 3D printed piece is this right here. You see it down there? It's what holds that shifter on. See it there? Yeah, that's what it is. Let's go for the impossible coffee table power loop again. Why not? Here we go. Nope. I thought I felt it. Oh god, no. Oh my god, what if I'd gone through the... I almost went through the middle the second time. I got it pretty clean on the first one. Oh boy, what if I can get good at that and like nail that consistently? Can you imagine? I better get some sort of like a Nobel Peace Prize for that if I can pull that off. At least be a laureate, you know? You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh, dong. Oh boy! Alright, this is officially a new orbit, and I like it a lot. That is a cool looking orbit. Hold on. What's the center point of this? Oh! Uh-oh. There we go, now we're good. Hove! Alright, well. You! I like hitting stuff going slowly. It doesn't knock you out of the air. You just like bump off of... Oh, for fuck's sakes, newbie drone gates. Don't do me like that. Oh. Come on, we gotta get it. Through the bottom. Inverted and upside down and backwards through the top. Come on. I need it. See what I mean? They're mean. The newbie drone gates are just, they're mean. They're mean to me. Oh, there it was! We got it! Oh, and one more just for the effort, you know? How about a little something, you know, for the effort? Uh-oh. Thought I could sneak that over the couch real close like. Oh! Just that little boop. Oh, uh-oh. Battery's dead. Coming home. Shirt of the day is Captain Slow. This is an official BBC Top Gear shirt. The Captain of Slow. Yo, that was a blast. That was an absolute blast. I don't need to fly anything other than Tinywhoops anymore. I gotta be really honest. All ducted rigs all the time. That's gonna. I'm just gonna change the channel name to Ducted FPV. Ducted Rig FPV. All right, people. Thank you for hanging out. Thanks for everything. CiottiFPV.com. Click it. Click all the buttons. Smack the shit. Smack. Subscribe. Smack. Do some smacks and smack the smacks. Smack your bitch up. Congratulations to all the winners. To everybody that didn't win, you'll win next time. I know it for a fact. Go smack it. Let me find something for you guys to watch. The end of the little oh, the end of it is me landing. Mountains? Mountains? Yeah. Mountains Patreon? Well, that's fun. Enjoy some soothing tunes as you smack it. Let me find something dreamy, though. Buenos dias. This is dreamy. See you guys Wednesday. Big Whoop Wednesday coming up. We're going to pound on that V4 Acrobee. Don't miss it. Later. Can you please work? Please? Oh, come on now. Why you gotta be all jittery? Yo, this playback program it sucks a bag of dicks all of a sudden. It used to work so well, and now it's just useless. I don't understand what happened. Later, friends.